Electronics Corporation of India Limited, ECIL, a name to reckon with.
ఆంబులెన్స్ పెట్టా
జయ జయ హే తెలంగాణ జననీ జయ కేతనం ముక్కోటి గొంతుకలు ఒక్కటైన చేతనం జయ జయ హే తెలంగాణ జననీ జయ కేతనం ముక్కోటి గొంతుకలు ఒక్కటైన చేతనం తరతరాల చరిత గల తల్లి నీరాజనం తరతరాల చరిత గల తల్లి నీరాజనం పది జిల్లల నీ పిల్లలు కడమిల్లిన శుభతరుణం జై తెలంగాణ జై జై తెలంగాణ జై తెలంగాణ జై జై తెలంగాణ పోతనది పురిటి గట్ట రుద్రమది వీణ గట్ట ఖండన ఖండది కుమురం దేవుడే నీ బిడ్డ పోతనది పురిటి గట్ట రుద్రమది వీణ గోదావరి కృష్ణమ్మలు మన వీళ్ళకు మల్లాలి పచ్చని మాగాణాల్లో పసిగి సిరులు పండాలి గోదావరి కృష్ణమ్మలు మన వీళ్ళకు మల్లాలి పచ్చని మాగాణాల్లో పసిగి సిరులు పండాలి సుఖశాంతుల తెలంగాణ సుభిక్షంగా ఉండాలి
Thank you all. Kindly be seated. To formally welcome the gathering and present an overview of the conference, it's my privilege to welcome Dr. Shiv Kumar, Chairman, Technical Program Organizing Committee, IETE, to deliver the welcome address. Sir, may I kindly request you to deliver the welcome address.
Very good morning. Very good morning. Are you wake up, all of? Such a nice weather in the Hyderabad. We are really from Delhi. It's so hot, but here we are feeling that we should live some more days here. Thank you for calling us to Hyderabad, organizing such a nice event. I welcome all the dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, and in the online mode. We have our chief patron, Sri Molugram, Professor Molugram. He is the Vice Chancellor and he is on the online mode. Jaisranjanji is supposed to come anytime. Then we have on the dais, we have Sri Sunilji, the patron, President of IETE, BES, and he had been Additional Director General of the Prasar Bharati. Thank you, sir. Then we have President ITS India, Intelligent Transport Systems Forum, Sri Akhilesh Srivastavji. He is the author of number of the books, and he is also, like Sunil sir, he is also the President of International Road Federation of India. Then Bitumen Forum, he is an advisor to the Uttarakhand government for the IT. We have J.K. Mandal sahab. Dr. J.K. Mandal is the man who is behind this, basically, this event. He one day called me and told me that Spinger want to organize an event on the annual basis in India on the smart mobility. And they have identified IET as one of the organization. Otherwise, they will go to some other organization. They have the list of the organizations, but the first preference, because he has been working very closely with them and have organized more than 65 conferences with the Spinger. So, because of his influence, IET could get it, this flagship event. And one of the research, the more detail maybe Dr. Mandal would like to tell. Then Dr. Ashwani, the chairman, when the idea came that we should hold this in the Osmania University, he was the man who said, yes, sir, let us do it here because this will bring some vibrancy to the IT Hyderabad Center. And from that time, he has started working on it. Thank you. Then we have the principal, Chandrasekhar sir. Sir, thank you very much. And the burden and all these things he has taken along with his team. And thank you very much, sir, for organizing. We have the governing council members. We have President-elect Dr. D.C. Pandey. We have Dr. M.H. Kori, one of the veteran and basically one of the learned person we have. And we have here other GC members like Sri Professor. One second. Can you come? No. Uh, Please come here. One second. Professor Jaishankar, welcome. Then we have from the, I had a surprise that I see in the morning the chairman of the Pune. We have chairman, Pune Center, Professor Somani. Then we have zonal mentor, that who is the one of the men behind this, along with the Dr. Ashwani. Then we have our one of the mentor, governing council member, Sarveshwar Raoji. Then all the team who has come from Calcutta in the leadership of this and all the, and moreover, we are blessed by one personality who had been very pioneer in establishing the Hyderabad Center, Narayana Sir. So we are really blessed by your coming. Please. And I'll request Dr. Ashwani, can you organize one chair, and I would like to invite sir to the dais, please. Give center chair. Sir, may I request you to come on the dais, please. Please, sir. Yeah, really.
I also would like to announce some of the eminent guests who have joined. Among them is Dr. Shupal Singh. He is the program director for all anti-tank guided missiles in DRDL. I welcome you. So, and also we have Jai Shankar here, and Professor Ramakrishna, and AP Raju from ECIL, and Subbi Reddy and Brahma Reddy. These are the eminent people who always keep supporting all IETE activities. So the rest of the things you can conduct.
Now, may I request, sir, can you? We welcome you, sir, wholeheartedly. Thank you. Thank you, sir. I will give a brief about the IET first. Many of you know, but still it's a customary. The Institution of Electronics and Telecom Engineers, it was established in 1953 with the aim for the advancement of the technology, especially in the field of electronics and telecommunication. See, when we got an independence, hardly we have any infrastructure, whether we call it a physical infrastructure, we call it a communication infrastructure, and digital infrastructure was anyhow not there that time. So, with the vision that infrastructure along with the physical infrastructure, communication infrastructure is paramount for the progress of the country, our forefathers then visualized that we should set up an institution which basically focus on the telecommunication. So that was the aim of the establishing of the IT center. Since then, IT has been serving the nation in a different manners through the certification, through the programs, MTech, PhD, then BTech programs and diploma. So different programs. From time to time, it has changed basically. And initially when we started, it was especially for the professionals. So professionals had been always on the key agenda of the IET for the basically advancement of their career, advance of our members. With such a vast membership of about 21.5 lakhs across the globe, and more importantly, we have more than 2,500 members in the US alone. We have pan-India coverage. We have in Nepal, we have a center. We have professional activity center in the US. We have in Australia. So ITS is growing IIT is growing very fast in the different arena. Now I will come that how this ITS or this smart mobility has come. Since the technological advancement has been so fast, especially AI, blockchain, IoT, different sensors, cloud computing, edge computing, all the technologies which has come up in the recent past. This infrastructure, whether it's a road infrastructure or the rail infrastructure, shipping infrastructure, it was just a physical infrastructure. And it was primarily job of the civil engineers. But over the time, the technological advancement has brought it basically the new life, and it has made the intelligent transportation or intelligent smart mobility. That is how basically the role of IET has come. This have electronics, this have IT, this have various technologies, whether you call software-defined radios, and the hardware, and all the vehicles, they are getting very smart nowadays. And recently there has been a spectrum on the V2V vehicles, and vehicle to vehicle they will have a connectivity. So I will not take much time. I will give just little bit emphasis on the program. The program is spread over the 2 days. The details about the papers will be given by Dr. J.K. Mandal. I'll give you only the brief about that. This in the 2 days, you will have different sessions on the AI and the basically human-centric. Then you will have the V2V connectivity. You will have a brief on the railways, how the basically railways are getting smart in the connectivity. So we will have different sessions, and the full of the basically the speakers, from the eminent speakers, they will be giving the lectures. So I really thank the organizers here on the ground. IT will keep on advancement into the different technologies like quantum computing or the 6G technologies. We have been always on the top of the technologies. With this, I would like to congratulate, and I wish this a grand success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring welcome address. Now I request
కొంచెం చేయమని ఎక్కువసేపు వద్దు.
our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, to please address the gathering. Before that, I request Professor T. Nagaveni to please introduce our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, and Chief Guest of today's function to the esteemed gathering here.
Osmania University. Sir is an eminent academician and distinguished researcher in civil engineering, especially in transportation engineering. He brings with him nearly 3 decades of excellence in teaching, research, and academic leadership. He is an alumnus of Osmania University, pursued his master's at JNTU and doctorate from the prestigious IIT Bombay. Since October 19, 2024, He has been serving as the 26th Vice Chancellor of the historic 107 years old Osmania University, where he is deeply committed in advancing his alma mater through academic distinction, research innovation, digital transformation, and global collaboration. Even now, sir, presently he is in Germany, virtually joined us at institutes and industries in Germany and Switzerland. So with this brief introduction, I now invite Professor Kumar Malagaram sir to address the gathering. Welcome, sir.
Okay, sir. Hello. Hello, is it audible?
Yes.
Yeah. Respected dignitaries on the dais, conveners, esteemed delegates joining us from across the country and abroad, members of IETE and the Osmania University family, and the sustainability of our planet. The conversations you will have over these 2 days are not abstract. Electronic vehicles, vehicle to everything communication, the human-centric artificial intelligence in transportation systems, fabric, safer roads, cleaner air, inclusive access, and smarter cities. When we speak of citizen-centric transportation, we are ultimately speaking of dignity and opportunity for every Indian, whether in metropolitan or in remote town. I am especially heartened that this conference brings engineers, policymakers, industry leaders, and students under one roof. The meetings of minds, discussions from academic who frames the question, the engineer who builds the solution, the policy maker who enables it at scale, and the young student who dares to imagine what the rest of us have not. I urge our students and scholars in particular to seize this moment and to ask bold questions and to I would like to place on record my deep appreciation for IETE, India's premier professional society in electronics and telecommunications, for partnering with us on, sorry, yeah, partnering with partnering for partnering with us on the important endeavor, and my gratitude also goes to the general chair and organizing chair and conveners and co-conveners, the technical committee, the reviews and the tireless volunteers whose dedication has made this gathering possible. The Springer Nature for considering the accepted papers for publications. We offer our thanks for amplifying the reach of the knowledge creating here. I am confident that the ideas exchanged here will translate into research, into policy, and into solutions that move our nation forward. Though I joined you from far, I do so with great pride in what Osmania University and IET have built together, and with great optimism for where your work will lead us. I wish this conference 2026 ICSMS every success. These 2 days spark partnerships, papers, and possibilities that
Sitting and in the behind. So my apologies, I missed at that time. Thank you everyone. And thanks to each and everyone. Can you come on the front? See, it's too spread. Whenever you know the picture will come, it will so spread. Can you come from back side, please? Come on the front. We will able to see you, and you know that speakers also get motivation. Please come.
Thank you, sir. It's now my privilege to invite Sri Akhilesh Srivastava, President, ITS India, a distinguished expert in intelligent transportation and smart mobility technologies, to address the gathering.
Respected dignitaries on the dais and of the dais, the delegates who has come from different parts of the country, and I can understand a lot of papers has been received on the smart mobility. Professor Mandal was telling me, and their criteria has been so strict that only 20 papers could have been selected for the Springer General. So my best wishes and congratulations to IETE, Osmania University, for organizing this. And we as ITS India Forum always proud to be a partner of any such initiative which takes any play anywhere on the earth. At least I'm talking of now earth, maybe a few decades after we may talk about Mars and others. So we are always proud to be associated with it, encourage it, try to solve the mobility problem with the help of technology. That's the motto of ITS India Forum. Let me begin just a smart introduction. What is this theme says, the smart mobility, AI and all. When we talk about mobility, many people think mobility is just vehicles, or we are talking about the roads. Those are the two components. But ladies and gentlemen, the mobility has a very, it's a impact on the human evolution itself, how our civilization has grown up. Some years back, as per the recorded history, something around 3500 BC, the first wheel was invented. Before the wheel, the people were just roaming, sitting on the trees or having some, as they were walking only. Then when the wheel came, it transformed the way connectivity is there. The civilization started in a different shape. People started moving far away, because till earlier they were just moving through some boats or maybe by walk only. The mobility changed the landscape of civilization. And that, if you call, is a mobility 1.0. So today we are standing in the cusp of mobility 5.0. And in between the journey has been mobility 2.0. You can say when after few thousands of years, when your steam engine came, when the motorization became automatic, your wheels started moving with the help of power. That can be second. Third is, for many centuries, even after the mobility 2.2, when the powered vehicles came, it was restricted to only some government or only a few people. It was not a public mobility. And then it became public. The cars, anybody can buy currently. The vehicles, anybody can buy. And that's the mobility 3.2, and then journey went to the smarter mobility. And now we talk about mobility 5.0, which is in fact intelligent mobility. Intelligent mobility means the vehicles are understanding the surroundings, and they are basically communicating. They are taking decisions based on that. And for mobility, it doesn't mean only when we talk about the ITS, so it does not mean only the road mobility. It also includes the railways, metro, rapid rail, air, and of course the shipping. So all modes of mobility which moves from point A to point B. When broadly there are two components. One is the static infrastructure. When we talk about this, so I will, why I am explaining, because I want to link what is smartness when we talk. So it's not a very small subject or a narrow understanding. It has a wider implications on that. So the physical infrastructure, if you talk in terms of the road mobility, the road has a road infrastructure. Mobility means there is a road infrastructure, variety of roads we have, national highways, expressway, city road and all. But those are static. And the second is the vehicle which is moving on it. Both are getting smarter. The roads are no more a simple concrete or bituminous road conveying from point A to point B. Now roads are coming with a built-in intelligence. I will be sharing a very recent communications, policy by the government, that is V2V. I will be talking on it. But let me just tell about the intelligence which is building in the roads now. So the roads with the camera, the signages which are communicating, the roads are getting intelligent. One example, let me share with you. Say you are traveling on a road and suddenly the speed limit has been reduced to 60 kilometer from on a highway which is generally meant for 100 kilometer. What is the way the driver comes to know that speed limit is 60 kilometer? There will be some signboard which will be, or variable sign message which will be communicating the speed limit on this stretch is 60 kilometer or reduced it. Now there is two options. The driver, either he looks at that signboard and act, or doesn't look at all and moves out. That's what is happening at currently. Many people do not even look at the signboard and they just move on. So it defeated the purpose. Second option, if I looked at that, but it is my subjectivity whether I follow it or I don't follow. If I follow, perfectly fine, it carried the meaning, but if I don't, it's... What if the signage communicates to my vehicle and reduces the speed to 60 kilometer directly without any human intervention? And that's what is happening now. And that is what called connected vehicle, where vehicle and infrastructure are connected to each other. They are talking to each other. The human interventions are minimized. Why I am advocating human intervention to be minimized for a mobility? Because if you look at the current mobility, when the vehicle numbers are in India, you know how many vehicles are registered. Anybody can guess how many vehicles are registered on Vahan database, which is the repository of registered vehicles. Any wild guess by anybody? So it's 35 crore vehicles are listed on India. That's one of the highest number globally. Of course, out of that, 20 crore vehicles are two-wheelers, but the four-wheeler and above, including the commercial, are nearly 14 to 15 crore vehicles. All these vehicles on a road, which is, creating a lot of chaos. One chaos you see in the cities. For example, it took almost 1 hour, 20 minutes to me from airport to this place. The distance was hardly 34 kilometers. Any developed country or any place, the roads are not meant, they're all designed for carrying at least 60 kilometers. In cities, minimum 40 kilometers should be the, so for 34 kilometers should have been only 45 minutes, but it took almost double. That's not only one, but everywhere. You go to any city, any place, Bangalore and all, so chaos is, people spend many hours in their vehicles only while driving. Second challenge is the road safety. If you look at the number of fatalities in India, the highest number of road fatalities takes place in India. At every 3 to 4 seconds, one person dies on our Indian roads. So by the time I am speaking here, probably 3-4 lives might have been lost somewhere on Indian roads. So what is the solution? Why this fatalities are happening? We did a lot of analysis, research with the academician, with the government. And one of the major reasons, for the majority of accident in India, it's not the bad quality of road. It is a catalyst, it can be. It's not the poor vehicles. Our vehicle standards are very good. The majority of accident takes place, or the fatalities on Indian roads takes place because of the irresponsible driving behavior. And I'm not saying this. This is the Ministry of Road Transport data of the road safety says. They say around 4,35,000 accidents took place in 2024. 1,77,177 people died on Indian roads in year 2024. and 80% can be contributed to avoidable human errors. That was the point I wanted to bring. So the avoidable human errors, how can you improve the human behavior? The drivers who are driving are coming from varied kind of background. Some are literate, some are not that much intelligent, some people haven't different cultural background, different. You cannot train all the people to behave like robots. They are human. They got some subjectivity based on the upbringing and the culture or the knowledge base they have. So the best way is to reduce their impact, reduce them in the and make the safer, means make it a connected ecosystem. Intelligent vehicle which is talking to the infrastructure with the help of sensors, and it is making it safer and more user-friendly kind of mobility. And that's what the aim when we talk about the smart mobility. In nutshell, from technology point of view, what actually comprises when we talk about the smart mobility, there are 4 layers. The first layer, as I said, the sensors which are embedded on the highways, in the vehicles, the GPS, all those things, GPS tracker which is mandated. And the technology actually pays, the results are also seen. It's very much visible. I was fortunate, and maybe few years later you may find satellite-based tolling. So this is one ITS solution. So when we talk, so those are the sensors, that's the first layer. Above that, now AI has come. So that's called intelligence layer. In intelligence layer, all those sensors data are aggregated, they are processed, and they are converted into the actionable action points where enforcement comes and all those things. So it's a triangle, and it's a, you can say a pyramid which comprises the smart mobility, but it's very, very useful for the day-to-day commute or for the human civilization as a whole when we talk about. And I'm thankful that this is being recognized. Many global ITS forums, we keep on, and the many people, the government is very proactive now. You see almost, ADAS is mandated in the vehicles now. Connected vehicle, which I was just mentioning, V2V communication. This spectrum has been very recently, in June itself, on 10th June, through a notification, DOT has delicensed it. They said no charge will be cost for communicating. So the government is very proactive. I request academicians and research scholars to be equally proactive, to come up with more deep research. Discuss, I haven't seen the research which I will be hearing from Professor Mandal. He will be explaining what are those papers. I understand 4, 5, many are global as well. I'm sure those, if it is good, ITS India Forum will be more than happy to understand these. If some pilots are required, we'll, with the help of industry, we'll try to do it. With the help of government, we'll try to explore the, how these research can be converted into a pilot, and then it can be scaled for the benefit of the citizens and the country as a whole. With these words, I wish all the best, my best wishes to the organizers, to the ecosystem which is involved over here. I am sure these 2 days will bring tremendous value to the smart mobility and ITS ecosystem as a whole. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Akhilesh sir. Always, Sunil sir was saying that Akhilesh's speech is always different and vibrant, and he's a very good speaker. So I've conveyed you. Thank you very much for that. May I request our veteran, our President Emeritus, past President, Sri S. Narayana ji, So, you know that he has been one of the founder of the Hyderabad Center. So may I request, sir, please bless us with your words, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Shivakumar ji. The dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, I am very grateful for them for giving this opportunity to me to speak with you. I am very proud to see an international seminar of this level is being organized in our center, it's our center. And I hope the many participants will get benefited due to this international seminar or 2 days seminar here. I am once again grateful to the President Sunil and all his associate, all his governing council members for giving this opportunity to Hyderabad Center. Hope they will further be able to do something more to the Hyderabad Center. I wish this seminar, international seminar, should be very, very successful and be useful to the participant. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. May I now invite Dr. J.K. Mandal, Chairman, APPAC, to please address the gathering.
Honorable dignitaries on the dais, honorable GC members, office bearers of the dais, honorable members, office bearers of various centers across the country of the dais. First, I would like to complete my formalities of the IETE's first international conference on smart mobility. The volume has been published and I have got one printed copy from Springer, Germany. So I would like to hand over one copy of IETE's first international conference to our Honorable President for our record. Sir Sunilji, please, I would like to hand over and complete my responsibility. Sir. So, I think when I came to the IET as one of the governing council member, I have thought that I should contribute from the headquarter to the society for the IET in terms of a signature program. That was my intention and wish. I talked with Shiv Kumar ji and others and also with the Springer that can we go for one headquarter event, because the headquarter is doing lot of signature events and mostly the centers are too much activated and doing lot of events. But from the headquarter we should disseminate something in terms of research, in terms of societal and state of the art and technology. So I have thought that I should go for one international conference, and I have talked with the Springer Germany, and then we have started talking with our Honorable Governing Council, and then ultimately you see normally the Springer never allow the name of the organization in the proceedings. Only the name of the conference, first, second, third. But if you see, sir, this is, sir, you give me the book. You can see that it is IETE's international conference. So it has been allowed by the Springer as a special case for the IETE India, and this is our achievement from the IETE side. So any proceedings, any second, third, fourth, it will be IETE's conference. So that I have achieved with the help of all honorable presidents and governing council members. Thank you very much. So that was my intention, and you see last year we have got around 311 and we have published only 33 papers. This year we have got 280 papers, but I think only 20 papers will be presented here in terms of this because of the quality and their stringent principle of the Springer. Nowadays we have lot of hurdles in terms of the publication, both in the IEEE as well as Springer, because of the issues of AI. Most of the contents are, they are taking inconsistency in terms of the article. And the thing is that if you see one of the report, it is in X archive, I think Devasis knows this, that report has says that the some of the IEEE conferences and the papers are AI generated and contents are inconsistent. And in that sense, the editors and the corresponding editors is a strong hurdles, and particularly these trends is extremely increased in Indian context. Earlier we used to say that it is from China only. Now the focus has been shifted from China to India only. So be careful about that. We may use ChatGPT, we may use AI, we may use lot of AI tools. You use Quillbot, anytime it will give lot of AI contents if you detect with some other plagiarism detection softwares. So we have to be careful, and when we are writing the paper, please don't generate anything. You may generate, but you reproduce it with your own in terms of some your clarity and other things. That is being missing in various articles, and that is why you see we could only select 20 papers out of 280 papers. It is not like that it is our intention. The Springer has approved up to 50 articles, but we could not go there. So we may be blacklisted as a corresponding editor, because the last 40 years I am just serving Springer as corresponding editor. I have to keep our sanity, and that's why my request to all authors, all researchers, be careful about that. And regarding this IET's conference that we are moving ahead, this is the second version of this conference, and all of the papers presented here will scrutinize in terms of the session judge, will give our critical comment on this paper and the research, and we shall tell them to update the paper again. And after getting the clarity of the paper, only the papers will be uploaded to the Springer portal after 2 or 3 months for their consideration of publication, and after that it will take more than 6 to 7 months to publish the volume. You see, last time we have organized this ICSMS in April 26th and 27th at Delhi. Now I have got this published proceedings last week only in my home. So it will take lot of time because of they are checking in lot of stages. So you have to keep your patience. You have to update all these things to the particularly to the authors. I am requesting you, please do the needful, whatever the session chairs are telling about your article, then you revised your article, send your article to the instructed mails, and we'll take it and we'll again critically analyze it, and then we'll upload. I would like to thank Dr. Devas, the newly elected GC member, who is one of the integral part of my team during last almost 1 decade, and our various esteemed my scholars and secretary of IT Kolkata centers. We see day and night we used to work, you see, to scrutinize almost 300 papers, and coming down to 20 is very, very tough job for us, but we had to do that, we had to do for the clarity of the conference. So I would like to thanks to them for their effort. Each day from 9 p.m. we used to sit, and up to 12 a.m. we used to sit for all of these things. So I think this conference will also be a very successful one. As Achilles was telling, that the new technology regarding the smart mobility, not only the on the road, but in any terms or any types of mobility systems, it has to be go through, and then definitely we have to take a leading role in terms of the research from our part of our country. So thank you very much for inviting me here. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your enlightening address. May I now invite Dr. Shiv Kumar, Chairman, Technical Program Organizing Committee, IETE, to kindly address the gathering. May I now invite Professor P. Chandrasekhar, Principal, University College of Engineering, Osmania University, to kindly address the gathering.
Good morning. Today's chief guest, Sri Jayesh Ranjan ji, Chief Patron, Sri Sunil ji, Senior Professor Kumar Mulguram, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Ashok Kumar, Shiv Kumar Garu, and our veteran, alumni of our engineering college, in particular EC department, Sri Narayan Garu, and other esteemed members of IETE, faculty members of Engineering College and Osmania University. It is my privilege and honor to be part of this prestigious international conference on smart mobility systems conducted jointly by Osmania University and IETE. And it is our pleasure to be hosting this event. And today and tomorrow, we have several events. We have keynote lectures, as well as paper presentations are there. Keynote will be conducted in the same hall, whereas paper presentations we are conducting in the engineering college. We also arrange buses whom are going from these premises to engineering college for the paper presentations, and hope all the participants and delegates and invitees will enjoy our hosting and have the discussions and deliberations, and will have a fruitful results out of from this particular 2 days seminar. So thank you for giving this opportunity.
Thank you very much, sir. May I now invite Sri Sunil, President, IETE, to address the gathering.
Professor Kumar Mullugaram in Essentia and in virtual mode from Germany, the Vice Chancellor of Osmania University, Shri Akhilesh Srivastav, President ITS India Forum, and also the President of Indian Roads Federation. That's it. Revered Dr. S. Narayanan, former President of the IETE and the foundation stone for establishment of such a great institution. Dr. D.C. Pandey, President-elect IETE. Dr. Shiv Kumar, Chairman, Technical Programs and Outreach Committee of the IETE and Director General of ITS India Forum. Dr. J.K. Mandal, General Chair for this conference, Governing Council Member and Zonal Mentor East, who is the foundation to this conference and has put his tremendous efforts. Professor P. Chandrasekhar, Principal, University College of Engineering, Osmania University. Dr. Mr. Ashwini Kumar Sangamkar, Chairman IIT Hyderabad. Distinguished guests, dear Governing Council members, Dr. Kori, Dr. Jaishankar, Dr. Day, and all present over here. Delegates, students, members of the IIT, a very good morning to all of you. It's a matter of great pleasure and honor to address this second international conference of the ICMS, jointly organized by Osmania University, IIT, and ITS India Forum. And at the outset, I would like to thank and extend a warm welcome, of course, in absentia, he may join online, Mr. Jayesh Ranjan, whose presence today would have definitely added a great value to this conference, but we know that his leadership and contribution to technology, innovation, industry, development and digital transformation, they are widely respected. So we wish he could have been here, and I spoke to him. Some emergency commitments, but he will still try to join in due course of time in case it is feasible. I also extend my very sincere greetings to Professor Kumar Mullugaram, Vice Chancellor of the Osmania University, and this conference took place because in our first interaction with him, IIT was fortunate that it was his key area of concern and interest to address the smart mobility, to make the country mobility smarter. And that is where the seeds of this conference were sown in. So thank you, the Vice Chancellor of this Osmania University, and thank you, Professor Chandrasekhar, for gracing the event and extending all-out support on behalf of the VC to this conference. Dr. Shikumar, a big congratulations to you for hosting this event. You have worked very hard in making this come up to this shape. And Dr. J.K. Mandal and your team of the 6 people, you have really done wonders in the last 6 months. A big clap to you for bringing out such a nice compilation of the speakers, papers and all. And we know that Dr. Mandal is such a strict person that his rejection rate is very high, 93%. 93% rejection rate you may not have heard. So out of all those papers coming in, he has accepted only 20 papers. And see the hard work. The first ICMS was held in Delhi, and today he released the book compiling of all the papers and all of the first conference. That is the type of the dedication Dr. Mandal has put into this type of conference. Thank you, Dr. Mandal, and big clap to you. Yeah, I've already told Dr. Mandal and team, nothing goes without the team. Yes, Dr. Devashish Ji and Dr. Sudeep, all are here, and nothing happens without the team. I think Dr. Mandal has been fortunate to be assisted by a very strong and intellectual team in taking out this endeavor. Mr. Akhilesh Srivastav, thank you very much. You are the lead and pioneer of the ITS India Forum. You are the person who is really revolutionizing the mobility system of the country in various forums. And this second ICMS is also happening just because of you who has taken the lead to address the smart mobility of the country. Thank you, Mr. Akhilesh, for that. To the Chairman IIT Hyderabad Center, yes, it is a marriage sort of event which is happening, and you have left no stone unturned to make this event really happen very well. Thank you, Secretary General IT, Mrs. Manju ma'am, who is present over here, for extending all the support to Hyderabad Center, to TPUC, to bring out the event in such a great success. Friends, we discussed today a subject that lies at the intersection of innovation, connectivity, and public service. The smart mobility, which today is no longer just about moving the people and goods. It is about moving intelligently with efficiency, safety, and sustainability. And that is why we call it the smart. So as cities expand and as the transportation networks grow more complex, the demand for a real-time, reliable, and universally accessible information has never been greater. I emphasize the point real-time information, which is the key to the smartness of the mobility. I will address this in more detail in due course. And when we talk about the smart mobility, we talk about the electric vehicles, we talk about the intelligent traffic management, connected vehicles, autonomous systems, public transport integration, the IoT centers, the GPS tracking, data analytics and all, and a green transportation panel. So all these areas, they are so deeply connected with the electronics, telecommunication, computer science, data science and systems engineering. This makes the role of the IIT here extremely important, and that is where we step in to address this conference. Friends, for decades, IIT has been promoting advancement in electronics, telecommunications, information technology, and allied engineering fields. Our mission is not only to support technical learning, but also to connect knowledge and with real-world applications. That is very important. Smart mobility is one such area where technology can directly serve the society, because the ultimate purpose of any technology is to serve the society. India is at a very important stage of transformation. We all are contributors to the transformation. Our cities are expanding, urban transport demand is increasing, environmental concerns are growing, and citizens expect better, safer, and more reliable mobility. At the same time, India has tremendous talent, strong engineering capability, a growing startup ecosystem, and a progressive policy support. This creates a major opportunity for us. We should not only adopt smart mobility solutions from other countries and learn from them, we should also design solutions that are suitable for Indian conditions, because our conditions are a bit different from the Western world. Our roads, traffic patterns, vehicle mix, population density, public transport requirements, and affordability challenges are unique. Therefore, India needs innovation that is practical, scalable, inclusive, and sustainable. And that is why when we talk of the AI models are built with the Western perspective in mind. We need to localize them with the Indian perspective, and that is why we say the AI companies which are just established in the country are building up the models from the Indian perspective, because India is a country where we have got 22 official languages, some 72 dialects, and 400 other languages. So one AI model which is built on a Western perspective with one language cannot serve such a big population. So we need to design the mobility systems of the country also with the perspective of the Indian roads and the Indian traffic in mind. Hyderabad and Telangana, dear friends, they have already shown a very strong leadership in technology and innovation. And conferences like this, ICMS 2026, they can further strengthen the connection between academia, between the industry, between the government, and professional bodies like IIT. I strongly believe that the future of the mobility cannot be created by one sector alone. Academia can provide the research and innovation, industry can provide implementation and scale, and the government can provide policy direction and infrastructure support. Professional bodies like one of ours, IIT, can create platforms for collaboration, knowledge sharing, and capacity building. And that is why this conference is very important. It brings together experts, researchers, students, and practitioners to discuss ideas that can shape the future. The papers presented here or being presented tomorrow lead to new research directions. We saw one book, one compilation, what Dr. Mandal just produced us. These are the compilation of the papers which were presented in the ICSMS last year. And I am very hopeful that the papers being presented here today will also be compiled in a similar fashion by our chair, Dr. Mandal. The industry participation that can connect academic ideas with the practical challenges. Now, friends, giving a different perspective, modern mobility ecosystems, they depend on seamless data flows. If I plug the internet connection from our mobile, I think everything becomes just a piece of hardware. So we must understand that the connectivity is the key to the mobility, traffic updates, emergency alerts, navigation, assistant, infotainment, and vehicle to infrastructure communication. Everywhere we find that it is only the connectivity is the key. So to address that, I will add a different societal perspective today on the theme, which is the AI in mobility with a new idea and with a definable impact. We have the next generation broadcast technology offering a very powerful, very inclusive and resilient platform to support this transformation. I talk about the broadcasting, and I'll tell you friends, broadcasting isn't a merely a medium of content delivery. Let's not take that broadcasting is there for you to view the TV programs. It is a critical digital infrastructure for the mobility systems also for tomorrow. And that is why where I bring to your notice the next generation broadcast technology, which is the direct to mobile technology, which will provide you content anywhere, anytime, and any device of your choice. And it is one of the biggest disruptions in the technology. Why? I'll tell you. Yes, Mr. Brahma, you want to? Mr. Brahma. And the biggest feature of this technology is that the DTM can be received on your mobile without any SIM card, without any data connection, without any internet. That means if you don't have an internet connection, then also this connectivity is available on your mobile, and that is where the smart mobility comes into play. So here we use the telecom infrastructure and the broadcasting infrastructure both. And I'll just like to tell you that whenever there is a peak traffic on your mobile, your phones get jammed. The call drops take place. That is the time when AI switch transfers the traffic from the telecom infrastructure to the broadcasting infrastructure. That is where you get a seamless connectivity and your smart mobility comes into play. And see how will it ease not only the congestion. Today, if you have got 1 lakh telephone connections, we have got 50,000 towers. The way the traffic and the connections of the mobile are increasing, that means expansion in the infrastructure also has to be placed. So this technology will ease out that infrastructure increase also, providing a greener climate and providing a better system for tomorrow. Now, coming to this is a indigenous technology developed by IIT Kanpur. It has been tried everywhere in the country. Trials have been taken in Delhi and Bangalore, and the government of India has permitted the trials to take place in other 19 cities where the connectivity issue will be addressed. Go to hills, go to Leh Ladakh, go to Srinagar, go to Gulmarg and all, because the terrain is that type that you cannot lay the fiber everywhere. So you need to have better means of innovation and connectivity, and this is what IIT Kanpur, a premier academic institution of the country, has developed and brought it to us, that even if you don't have any internet, even if you don't have any data, or even if you don't have any SIM card, still you remain connected and your mobility of the traffic is really smarter. One may ask the question, we have got 3G, we have got 4G, we have got 5G, and 6G is also coming. Why do we still need the deuterium? So I'll tell you, there are 28 crore households in the country. 19 crore households are TV households, remaining 9 crore are TV dark. So that means the content goes to 19 crore households. Now see the mobile phones, they are 80 crores. And added with the feature phones, another 25 crores. That means sooner or later, everybody is going to have connected to the mobile phones. And when your connectivity comes from the broadcasting to the telecommunication or vice versa, that means everybody, anybody and everybody in the country is connected to the mobility. So that is one of the very positive features which accrues to this. So now, just 3 things, or even on that I will give an example of the iPhone where the IPR, where the local manufacturing and where the intellectual property rights come into place. This technology has been developed by IIT Kanpur. We own the IPRs. Take an iPhone, it costs $1,000. We have got a factory outside Chennai, and we are very happy to say that it gives an employment to 50,000 people. See the negative side of that. The value addition. The value addition combine all those foxtrons, pegatons, machinery, plant, manpower, everything. That is only 10 to 12%. So where does the remaining 80% or 90% go? To a person who has developed the IPRs. So this is one technology for which the IPRs are with India, with IIT Kanpur. The chips have been designed by Tejas Networks, none other than the Indian company, and we hold the IPRs, and that is where we should promote in terms of the connectivity, to get a seamless connectivity. We have our own IPRs, our own design of the chips, our own manufacturing. So that is how the world economies also play on the standard scheme. So coming to just three areas where I would like to conclude my talk. Public safety and sustainability. One of the most compelling use cases of the broadcasting technology is public safety. In accidents, extreme weather or natural disasters, broadcast networks, they provide unmatched reliability, ensuring that the vehicles, public transport systems, roadside infrastructure and personal devices, they receive authoritative real-time alerts. I am talking of the real-time alerts because that is very crucial to save lives. The last mile reach is critical in tunnels, highways, rural stretches and areas where limited telecom coverage is there. Broadcast also supports sustainability by enabling accurate traffic information, congestion management and optimized routing. It reduces fuel consumption, emissions and travel time, contributing to a greener cities and national climate goals, because ultimately our purpose is to serve the society. That is number one. Number two, towards the integrated mobility ecosystem. The future of the mobility will be built on the convergence between broadcasting, between telecommunication, as I just expressed, satellite systems, cloud platforms, AI, etc. So the broadcast technology, it will serve as a foundation layer, delivering trusted high volume information, while interactive services are layered through telecom networks. This hybrid model ensures that scalability, resilience and cost effectiveness and all the time connectivity again. And last, the opportunities for the policy and the industry. To fully realize the potential of the broadcast-enabled smart mobility, we must focus on forward-looking spectrum planning that prioritizes mobility and safety, standards harmonization to ensure interoperability across the vehicles, devices and borders. That is also very important. A strong public-private collaboration between broadcasters, automakers, technology providers and transport authorities, indigenous innovation and manufacturing aligned with national digital and mobility missions. So friends, to conclude with, smart mobility is not just about moving faster. It is about moving smarter, safer and more sustainably. Next-gen broadcast technologies, they offer a powerful, a very inclusive, a resilient platform to support this transformation. So let us view broadcasting not merely as a medium of content delivery, but as a critical digital infrastructure for the mobility systems of the tomorrow. Having said that, friends, I wish ICSMS 2026 a great success and thank the organizers and my dear council members for boosting the morale of the organizers and the students and the academy present over here for the success of this conference. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable insights. May I request all the dignitaries on the dais to please join for release of souvenir.
Thank you, sir. As a mark of gratitude and deep respect, we shall now felicitate our esteemed distinguished on the dais. May I now request all the dignitaries to felicitate Professor S. Narayana, past President, IETE. May I now request all the dignitaries to felicitate Sri Sunil, President, IETE.
We now request the dignitaries to please felicitate Dr. Shiv Kumar.
May I now request all the dignitaries to felicitate Sri Akhilesh Srivastava. May I now request all the dignitaries to felicitate Dr. J.K. Mandal. May I now request all the dignitaries to felicitate Dr. Ashwini Kumar. May I now request all the dignitaries to felicitate Professor P. Chandrasekhar.
then I am strong.
I request all the dignitaries to please kindly be seated.
I'm up for it.
I request all the dignitaries to join for a group photo. I request our organizing team also please join for the photograph.
It's projecting, self-justifying, excusing, accusing, denying. Well, I don't have a problem. There's nothing wrong with me. So if it's not me, it must be you, or it must be them, or it must be it.
I'm up for it. Then I am strong.
Focus.
Then I am strong.
Focus.
Thank you everyone. Every successful event is the outcome of collective effort, unwavering dedication, and wholehearted support. To formally conclude this inaugural session, I now invite Dr. Sri Ashwini Kumar to propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you one and all who have taken pains to attend this conference today. In fact, when this conference was announced last year, we approached our president to allow us to host one of the event in Hyderabad, and he has consented to our request by giving us an opportunity to host this international conference on smart mobility, which is the need of the hour. We also felt very happy. As usual, every year there will be multiple events will be conducted by IETE. One of the prestigious event is IETE Annual Convention, Midterm Symposium, National Paper Contest. But we are fortunate to get this event. I thank you, our President Sunil, for allowing us to host. When we approached with this proposal, for this proposal, of course, the backbones were Shiv Kumar and J.K. Mandal, who have helped us in making this conference a successful and bringing all the required material that is required to host this kind of event. When we approached with all our proposal to Vice Chancellor of Osmania University and presented our aim, he got very much impressed. But before he accepts our proposal, he wanted to study what is IETE. Because he is from a different department, he is from a civil engineering department. Though we are staying in this campus, overall, he may be aware about the IETE, but he wanted to gauge what IETE does. He visited Delhi. In fact, he had attended one of the conference at Delhi also, IETE's conference. Then he has studied all our activities, seen our journals, etc. And he took the feedbacks from his engineering department, from the ECE department. Then he got impressed and he said we should do this kind of conferences. And he got his wholehearted support. He said, anything required, you don't worry about it. Everything will be made available. You conduct this conference. And he made his team available from ECE, and more particularly Professor Chandrasekhar and his team, comprising of Professor Ramkrishna and J. Upender. They were continuously interacting with us and when we will conduct. But all the time, VC has already given a date, 30th June, and when he had given some 3-4 months back. But we were not able to commit because we were waiting for the Springer approval. Springer approval came only some 20 days back or maybe a month back. And because of the paucity of the time, in such a short time conducting of this event was also difficult because spreading the news, getting the sponsorship, all those things was very, very tight. But in spite of that, maximum effort has been put by the Vice Chancellor and his team comprising of Principal and Professor Ramkrishna more particularly. They went through each and every minute details. Every time they will ask me, what is the status of this? What is the status of this? So in turn, I will trouble J.K. Mandal or I will ask Shiv Kumar ji. And they were giving me the material. And many times now fund requirement also comes. And we have been given enough fund by our IETE itself. And Osmania University has also was equally or more than that they have contributed, and they made us this auditorium available, and whatever resources they were having, they said it can be used. So with that, we went ahead, and I would like to thank Vice Chancellor Osmania University, then President Sunil President, and of course we cannot forget our knowledge partner, that is ITS, Intelligent Transport System, from which it is represented by Akhilesh Srivastava. He is here luckily. Thank you, sir, for allowing us, and hope more such events will happen across India at different venues every year. Now there is a question comes, we are all thinking of smart mobility. I just remember when the smartphones came, people were asking smartphones. There was one salesman asked, I am having smartphones, but are you smart enough to use it? We all know there are so many features are available, still we are not able to exploit, where either we see the video games or do WhatsApp chatting or few of the things, but there are so many features are available we may not be utilizing. Perhaps in the smart cars, we don't have to exploit all those things, automatically the car will take care. That is what I feel. We may be driving nicely, our car may be moving nicely, there is no fault, but others' car may be having fault, it should not come and dash against us. And I remember, sir, if you don't mind, I would like to quote, I would like to say one experience we had, I think Shivpal Singh also knows. We were traveling in IL-76, that is a transport aircraft, along with the battle tank, with the missiles and all those things and number of people. And we boarded the aircraft, no air hostess, nothing will be there. We have to sit wherever. If you are standing also, no problem, the aircraft will take off. And wherever you want, you can sit. Some of the people were sitting on the tank. Some people were sitting on the benches here and there. and after some time people will get bored and they will start moving inside the aircraft. So we were allowed to free roam, we were allowed to roam free inside. We entered inside the cockpit, and the view we found somebody is lying on the floor and sleeping nicely, navigator. And inside when we went, one of the pilot is reading newspaper, simultaneously is having a cup of tea, other pilot is sleeping and aircraft is flying continuously. So that is also smart mobility, autonomous, it is flying and it goes to the destination properly. Only while landing and takeoff they have to do some activities. It was a beautiful experience we had. Perhaps same thing will come in the car, and day to day in future vehicles will find that, and in the 2 days deliberation whatever we are going to have, we may find some beautiful solutions for the present day's problems. Interconnectivity, the connected personalized vehicles. I am having a personalized vehicle, but at the same time it should be communicating with the other vehicles also. Where are they and what, it should not come towards us, or no collision should happen. So, and also I would like to thank some of our backbone, unsung heroes we call, all the time who have supported us wholeheartedly. One is Dr. Nukula Srinivas Rao. All the time he will be ready wherever we have to go for this campaigning of this conference. He has traveled across entire city along with Brahma Reddy, visited more than 20 colleges and told them about the pre-conference tutorials and the importance of the conference. I really thank you very much, sir. We need more and more such volunteers. And also another important personality is Dr. Narsimham. He has taken enough pains in last few days, though he is having an official duty and who cannot get a leave so easily, but he has made his time available whenever we wanted. And this accommodation, whatever you are seeing, we were having chaos yesterday for some time, but it has all been resolved by Dr. Narsimham. Thank you very much. And at the same time, we have two more heroes with us. One is Dr. Sharat Chandra, who is not here, but otherwise, from wherever he is supporting us. Even today morning, I could speak to him, and also Dr. Karthik. All these people were continuously in support of us. And of course, I was all the time troubling to the headquarters. Whenever President doesn't answer my call, I will call Secretary General. Pass her the message through her. Then I will tell her, President is not taking my call, please pass it on to him. So she was traveling to Bangalore. We know all the reasons why she was traveling, but wherever she is, all the time, very supportive, and she communicates properly and gives us the proper right direction. So thank you, madam, for giving us this opportunity. And more importantly, we all know, everybody was talking here, J.K. Mandal, J.K. Mandal. So we have, his tour plan came first to us, and his team members' name came first to us. We have given the maximum priority to him to get the best accommodation. And we have booked him in really the best accommodation, but at last moment we have to shift because of some reasons. But that is also turned out to be very good. I hope you don't have any issues. Yesterday there was some chaos, there was some misunderstanding was there, but otherwise, because since his message came first, we said we should give him, and all the time people know him only. Other people's names we have not received at all. They came later on. Also, I would like to inform you here, the President-elect, Dr. D.C. Pandey, he is present here. He voluntarily calls me and tells, I know you are conducting an international conference here, which needs a lot of efforts and a lot of money. You tell me if you need any support from me, I'll do whatever best is possible. Though in a shortest time, 1 week itself, he got many sponsors. And among the sponsors, Rodent Squads, Siemens, and Pals, all these people have come through him. Had he got some sufficient time, more sponsors would have come. Because he is an influential person, and we know he is a highly respected person in the scientific community. I thank Dr. Koriji for coming to Hyderabad and attending this event. I thank you very much, sir. And also I would like to thank our sponsors. One of the main sponsors is Archidis. They have given a very good sponsorship amount to us, They are from Delhi, and more about it may be known to the Shiv Kumar and Dr. Sunil. I do not know much about the company. And next is ECIL. ECIL is always kind enough to support us. They have put up a stall here, and luckily we are having AP Raju here, who is a very dynamic DGM there. He gives all the time. ECIL will be in the forefront as far as IETE is concerned. And we hear one more thing we should not forget, that is Matrushri Education Society. One of the trustee member, our Sitaram Babu, is here. He will be always bombarding and going in their committee, says this many students have to go for this conference, this much amount has to be paid, and that he ensures. And thank you for your continuous patronage for the IETE, and you support IETE in a big way, we all know. Not only his management supports, he ensures his faculty members also will be there all the time in our executive council or some other things. And also we should not forget about South Zone mentor, Ganeshwar Rao-ji. He is for his proper direction and taking care of mainly the dignitaries who have come from outstation. Since yesterday he was with them. He and Sitaram Babu, both of them were with them. So they were taking care. And none other than our Sarvesh Rao-ji. Any problem you tell, I am there. We don't have to tell him there is a problem, something I have to tell or something. Yesterday, whatever may be the time, he came and sat here for waiting in our IETE, because I was supposed to go and meet him in IETE. He was waiting, but we were engrossed in some other problem, but he was waiting there. And subsequently, he said he has to receive the president and president-elect. So he went there along with the Dr. Narsimham. They received and they hosted him for the dinner. And thank you very much, sir, for taking care and relieving of certain burden are taken from us. So that is how the team has to work. And thanks for Sunil Somani, who has come all the way from Pune to attend this conference. And our immediate past chairman, Nuli Namasivaya. He will be attending each and every executive council meeting and giving the valid suggestions every time, because he is well aware of our all bylaws. He gives always a very good suggestion that I admire him. Very frank, very good. Thank you, Namashivaji. And also I thank all the sponsors, all the faculty members of Osmania University, all the HODs and student members from the Osmania University. I thank you one and all. If I miss anyone, please forgive me, but it is otherwise not intentional. And some of our governing council members who are present, as well as our IT members have come in large numbers. Actually, we got an input that almost some 350 people are going to come here, but somehow because of today's compulsion or something might have happened. And Dr. Ramesh is also here. He is ex-ISRO person. He has all the way came from Bangalore. He is from Hyderabad. So he always will be more interested to come to Hyderabad and attend the events whenever IETE Hyderabad conducts an event. Thank you, Ramesh. So also I would like to inform you one more important thing. Our today's chief guest suddenly has been called by the chief minister. As a result, he could not join. Initially, he said he will come physically, but subsequently he changed it to online, but he got involved with the meeting with the chief minister. So he has passed on a message. At 2 o'clock, he is going to address us online. So I request all of you to be present at 2 o'clock so that we can join. So one more important name I have forgotten, that is our Subbi Reddy. He is one of the backbone of IETE Hyderabad Center. He is instrumental in instituting one of the award at IETE Hyderabad, that is BL Dikshitulu ISF Coordinator Award, Best IS. He has contributed good amount of funds for that, and every year we are plan to distribute this BL Dikshitulu Award on the Science Day. Already last year we have awarded, and this year onwards it will be regular practice. I thank you, Dr. Narayanaji, ex-President IETE, for gracing this occasion and attending this today's event. You made us proud. Thank you, sir. Thank you one and all. Thank you, sir. Inauguration of stalls करना है.
Thank you, Dr. Ashwani. There is a little change in the program. We have got the confirmation from the office of the J.S. Ranjanji that he will be addressing the audience at 2 o'clock. So that means having the tea and lunch both, this is really challenging. So what we'll do a 10 minutes break. Okay? So within the 10 minutes, whatever you can manage, please do it. Then we'll have a half an hour session and we'll do the early lunch in the 1 o'clock so that by say 1:45 all of us are here in order to listen to our chief guest. Please. So 10 minutes break. Let us take a bio break or whatever you want to within 10 minutes, please. Okay. Yeah. National, yeah. Please.
Thank you, sir. I request all of you to please raise for national anthem.
नायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
I request all of you to finish your tea in 10 minutes and please join for the sessions. Thank you. I request all of you to join for the inauguration of exhibition stalls.